Hello and welcome to the First Pick right here on HCTV. I'm Ben Simpson, alongside me Mike Cerrone. Episode number 8, the final run of the first season of the First Pick. Mike, it is a bitter farewell, but at the same time, we've had a lot of fun this season. We've been able to do a lot of things that we wouldn't normally get to do being on the radio. We got to, do the First Pick Olympics, which was something Mike and I have never been able to do. We went all the way out to Chuck E. Cheese, and we were able to film that. That was a blast. And then we've got to come here every week and try to make Nancy and Blake and all the crew here laugh. And that's kind of what our goal has been every week by week. And I think we've succeeded most weeks. And we talked a lot of Bieber. So we've accomplished all of our goals for this season.
Yeah, I mean, we got a couple like sympathy laughs because we think we're funny, but we're really not. But overall, it's been a good run here at HCTV, and I hope everyone out there has enjoyed our show so far. And again, you want to check us out on WGMEradio.com. That's going to be continuing, and also we're going to have a lot of sponsorships coming in. We're going to start broadcasting live at Green Turtle, possibly on Tuesdays here in the next 3 weeks. So check that out, Green Turtle in Dulles, right next to Dulles Town Center.
Yeah, the best way, again, to keep up with us is follow us on Facebook and on Twitter and email us, and that's the best way to find out what we're up to. Again, our run here at HCTV for this first season is over, but again, we got a lot of stuff going on, so Mike and I, again, will be plenty busy throughout the school year. All right, Mike, let's go ahead and get into the show with headlines, and of course, another kind of sad headline that we have to say right off the bat, we need to acknowledge the fact that Robin Williams, a famous actor, passed away. And we both wanted to just mention our top 3 Robin Williams movies. Yes, this doesn't have to do with sports, but you know, Mike and I definitely big Robin Williams fans, and this was big news going on. So Mike and I wanted to acknowledge it at the top of the show. Favorite 3 Robin Williams movies?
Well, we have to acknowledge Robin Williams passing away. He took his own life. It's a very sad story. But overall, he's an icon to the acting and just movie art form community because of all the different things he was able to do while performing the art form of acting. But looking at the top 3 movies, me and Ben's a little younger than me, but we still grew up in the 90s, and they had a lot of movies in the 90s, a lot of movies. And overall, when you're looking at it, all the movies that I watched when I was a kid involved Robin Williams most of the time. And going on the top 3 movies, I will say, no particular order.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a particular order.
All right.
Now, my number 1 movie of all time is Mrs. Doubtfire. Obviously, you can't get past that. I mean, just watch it if you don't. If you've never seen it, I have nothing else to say. It's just making me laugh just thinking about it. My number 2 movie is Aladdin. He was the genie, the voice of the genie. And actually, I watched an audition / taping of Aladdin when they were doing the voices, and he was just hilarious. He was making everyone in the studio laugh. They made him do 20 or 30 takes for one scene because he was making everyone laugh so much with his jokes. But Aladdin was a great movie. Again, that's made in 1991, I believe. And then also, when you're looking at it, the next one I have to go is Dead Poets Society. I think that was a great movie because it changed, how he acted. I mean, he did have some serious movies before that, but Dead Poets Society was one of the times he was actually funny but dramatic at the exact same time. Like, it's very hard to do that in acting. I've taken a few drama classes back in high school, Ben.
Have you really?
So, yes, actually, it was one.
And it was one, and you failed.
Yeah. So basically, when you're looking at Robin Williams' whole career, it's a huge success. And my top 3 movies are Mrs. Doubtfire, Aladdin, and Dead Poets Society.
Well, I'm going to stick with the Oh Captain, My Captain. I'm going with Dead Poets Society as well. That was a terrific movie. I'm going to go with Jumanji. I really enjoyed Jumanji. I'm going with Hook as well. And then my top 3, again, you could just go down the list on IMDb, and there's just hundreds of wonderful Robin Williams movies. But again, those are our top 3. Moving on in the headlines, Jason Worth of the Washington Nationals got a speeding ticket a while ago, and it's catching up to him in the fact that his court date was believed last week, where he went 105 in a 55, and this was on the Beltway near Tyson's. And Mike, 105 on a 55, definitely for Worth and for anybody, that's pretty fast. And then my whole thing, and the fact is, imagine the cop actually walking up to the car and seeing Jason Worth. We all know what he looks like, a big caveman beard and the long hair. He's very unmistakable. So, like, you got to think they knew who he was immediately. But 105 and a 55, Mike, that's pretty. I mean, I know you got some fast cars. I know you would never go more than 1 mile over the speed limit.
Indeed.
But what do you think about Worth going pretty darn fast?
I believe he actually wants to be an actor and get in one of those Need for Speed movies.
Fast and the Furious,
Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, he does not know what he wants to do. He doesn't know if he wants to play baseball or he wants to
be in the Jungle Book. I mean, look at that hair. I don't know. Keep going.
I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Jungle Book.
All right.
Jumanji. Say Jumanji.
Jumanji, whatever.
Jungle Book.
All right. So Worth gets a speeding ticket. We'll talk. That's a good one. We'll talk more about it later about Worth when we play hashtags. And then our final headline is the fact Rory McIlroy is just killing it right now on the PGA Tour. He was able to win the PGA Championship here, Mike. And now, do we have the new Tiger Woods kind of? And I know you wouldn't be too happy about it being a Tiger guy, but at the same time, you can't deny that Rory is just straight up killing the competition right now, just in the way that Tiger used to.
You know, as Ben said before, no woes, no problem, you know, which was hilarious. The hashtags, go check out the first pick, episode 7. That was hilarious with our hashtags then. And yeah, that was one of the first compliments I've given you in a long time.
All right.
Feels
good, man.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's rare, so take it for all it's worth. But basically, you know, like Ben said, I'm a Tiger guy. I don't like Rory. I'm a Tiger guy. You know, it's basically like a rivalry type thing. You know, I believe they're actually going to be on the Tonight Show here coming on Monday.
Yeah, they've done commercials together too. Yeah, no, it's a good rivalry.
And it's just looking at it, I believe that Tiger, you know, he's taken a step back. He actually has now withdrew his name from Ryder Cup contention to be on the team, even though Tom Watson, the USA captain, said, hey, you know, it's Tiger Woods. You can never count him out of being on the team, even though how bad he's been playing lately. I mean, you can never count out Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods it's a video game. It has his name on it because he's a beast. Not lately, though. But you're also looking at Rory winning the PGA Championship, winning the Open Championship. So right now he's on top of the world and on the rankings for the worldwide. But overall, you know, Rory right now, I wouldn't step too far to be, you know, saying he's the next generation's Tiger. But at the same time, Rory McIlroy killing golf.
Rory will not be Tiger in the fact that what Tiger Woods did for the sport of golf and the fact of getting the recognition out there for people who never had watched a golf match in their life, knowing the name Tiger Woods and what Tiger Woods did for the game and the fact that he came in so young. And again, just everyone know Tiger wears red on Sunday. He's winning, and it's most likely going to win on Sunday and win the whole tournament. So what for Tiger Woods did for golf, I don't think Rory can do that same thing, just in the fact I don't think he's as marketable as a guy. Mm-hmm. He is young, which I like, and again, he's a terrific player, but will he be Tiger Woods? No, but at the same time, you can't deny that Rory McIlroy is just doing amazing, Mike. And again, as we mentioned, no woes, no problem. He dumps his girlfriend, and now he's just killing it on the tournament round. But regardless, again, Rory and Tiger, that's just a fun rivalry, man.
Well, you're never really going to surpass Tiger once he leaves the sport. Then you can maybe say, like, who's the next top guy in golf or whatever. Tiger Woods is always going to be at the top of the golf world because, you know, he's Tiger Woods, like Ben said. And just looking at Tiger Woods' whole entire career, it's been phenomenal from all the stuff he's accomplished. Whether he gets the record and chases Jack or not, I mean, that's for here or there, you know, to be seen a little bit. He still has 4 majors to go, but at the same time, you know, Tiger Woods still at the top until he retires.
And if you ever really want to feel bad about your golf game, is just watch one of those tournaments over a weekend. Just sit in front of your TV and watch these guys play for an hour. And it's just, you're just going to feel like the worst golfer in the world. I mean, I know I am the worst golfer in the world, but I'll tell you, I watch these guys, shots that some of these guys hit. And again, with the fact that the crowd is lined up, making a tunnel for them to shoot. So the fact, I mean, I'd be terrified about conking somebody in the face with the ball. You got the lane, that's all you have to shoot. And Mike, I get nervous if I'm at a tee box and there's a group behind me. I let them play through. I don't want anybody watching me play. There can be no one on the golf course if I'm going to tee off.
I tell you, the worst part about it is when I played high school golf, we played at Lowe's Island. Was at Lowe's Island at the time. Now it's Trump National over in Sterling. And you know, Ben, it was hilarious because you know we always played the river course.
Yeah.
The river course on there. I don't know if it's called that still. I mean, they
river course. All right.
They had the island and the river course, but they had 2 courses over there. So
gotcha.
Basically, yeah, you know. So looking at it, you know, we had these tryouts. You know, we had 25, 30 guys, however many it was, and the first hole there was like 150 yards of just marsh everywhere. Like if you don't hit it over it,
you know what I would do? Pack my bags in the car and go home.
Yeah. So that's what a couple people did after the first day. But overall, you know, you had to sit there and watch, and 15, 20 people are watching you until you were the last group or something like that.
That's the worst.
And it was the worst. You know, I always made it over, thank God.
Way to go.
You know, hey, champion. But you know, looking at it, it's something that's really tough. Is you know having like Ben said, people watch you, and then you have all this pressure, and then you know how all the pros feel with like the whole entire world watching them. You know,
unbelievable. So again, with Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, we'll see kind of how that all ends up. Time to play our first game of the evening here. We're going to play a little hashtags So again, Mike and I, we have some prepared statements here, and then we're going to have add a hashtag to kind of describe them, and kind of just like if we were on Twitter, or if Mike were on Twitter and I was not. At First Pick Blog, if you do want to follow me or tweet me, I'm not going to tweet you back.
When's your last tweet?
Probably 1995. No, that was before Twitter was even. Probably like a year ago.
We invented Twitter.
Yeah, probably like a year ago. I don't know. But yeah, if you do want to tweet me, feel free.
You might not see it.
No one's ever going to read it. All right, so let's get started with our hashtags, Mike, and let's call back to what we mentioned in the headlines. The fact Jason Worth, speeding ticket going 50 miles per hour over. Unbelievable. What do you got for your first hashtag, Mike?
My hashtag is pull back on those reins. Okay, basically, you know, when you're riding a horse, I've never ridden a horse before,
Neither
but
have I.
Apparently, when you're riding a horse, I've seen it. I've watched westerns.
I think if a horse saw either of us coming to the ranch, they would both
bucking.
go. They'd
start bucking.
They'd go hide.
Yeah. Oh no, not these. Basically, I've seen westerns before, and you know, when you want to pull back on the horse, you know, on the reins, it stops the horse most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many takes there were in the movies, but you know, when you pull back on the reins, it says, you know, slow down the horse. So Jason Worth's got to pull back on the reins and slow down. I mean, let's be honest here. You're not Justin Bieber.
Yeah, so, hey, we're going to talk about that later. For me, I'm going hashtag ankle seems fine. Jason Worth has been bothered by an ankle a lot this season. I think it's, you know, let's say this is his foot. I mean, you got to push down pretty hard on that pedal to go 105 miles per hour. I think that takes some ankle, you know, flexibility and stuff like that. That's my impression of an ankle.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the ankle seems totally fine for Jason Worth if he's able to go 105 miles per hour. But then again, it was, to be fair, it was a few months ago and stuff like that. And now the ankle's bothering him. I would hope he's not going 105 now.
Leadfoot.
Yeah, definitely a lead foot there. I'm the guy that goes about 5 miles an hour over, and that's about my limit, which is good.
I've ridden the car, and that's not true.
Next one. Steph Curry in the NBA for the Golden State Warriors says he's a better offensive player than LeBron James. I'll go first here, Mike. I'll go hashtag keep dreaming, Steph. Again, Steph Curry, one of the most electric shooters in the league. And no doubt, I would put him up there as the best shooter in the NBA. I think, especially from beyond the arc, three-point shooting. But LeBron James is just a bulldog when he gets in the lane. Steph Curry is very frail. I think you and I have more muscles than Steph Curry does. And again, this guy cannot get to the rim. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And LeBron James, one of his signature moves is tucking the ball like a football and sprinting and taking 5 steps in the lane and not getting called for a travel, and then dunking the ball at the end of it. So do you think Steph Curry could do anything like that? No. As soon as he gets in the lane, he's getting knocked over. So, Mike, no way is he a better offensive player than LeBron.
So what was your hashtag?
Hashtag keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming. Okay,
Yes.
my hashtag is check your watch. Now it could either be a watch on the clock or something like that. It could be Ben's nice new nifty watch.
Casio.
You know?
I believe me and Blake have the same watch here
I
at
thought that
HGTV.
watch was like a lot of dollars, you know, but Ben said, hey,
$20.
You know, Ben said
Target.
Ben said it was $20. And I thought I was like, gee, that's a good deal. But hashtag check your watch, Steph, because at the same time, you know, you've been in the league for a couple years now, maybe a few years, I should say. LeBron's been in there since, what was it, 2004, 2006, whatever it was. You know, and actually, no, it's 2002. Wasn't he at Cleveland?
2003.
Yeah, okay, so I was around it.
Just throwing out dates. You know?
It's like 1979.
Somewhere in the last 10 years.
1979.
Yeah, go ahead.
But, you know, LeBron's been there for a while. He knows the tricks of the trade. Steph hasn't won a championship yet. He hasn't taken his team farther past, I believe, than the divisional rounds or something like that. But, you know, looking at it, the Warriors haven't done too much, and they have some pieces, but he needs to get a couple more years under his belt before he starts making a huge statement saying that, I mean, I think KD, you know, personally, I want him to be the best player in the world, but, you know, you have to look at LeBron's overall game, and he's better. We've had this discussion many times, but I think I've finally gotten, you know, convinced. But looking at it, LeBron James, best player on the planet, you can't say you're better than him when I don't even know if you're in the top 5.
Next, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wins the box office race against Guardians of the Galaxy last weekend. Now, to be fair, Guardians of the Galaxy opened the weekend prior, and it opened it up at, I think, at 95 mil or something like that. But TMNT did win last weekend. So, Mike, what is your hashtag? This is obviously a shift. We're going to the movies. We talked about Robin Williams at the beginning of the show. Now we're going to more movies here with TMNT. Again, we grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Can you name the 4 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I can name all the
okay.
colors,
Raphael,
I can name their weapons. I can name their weapons.
Leonardo, and Donatello.
Do you know their weapons?
Oh, we had the katana swords, and we had the.
Oh, I don't know the names of them. I know the trident three prong was Raphael. You had the swords with Leonardo.
Yep.
You had the pole for Donatello, and
Donatello got
and Mikey had the nunchucks.
Yeah, Donatello definitely got the raw end of the stick. Like the rest of the weapons were in the box, and Donatello showed up late, and he got a stick. Like that's all they gave him.
He was pretty good with the stick, though.
Plus, these are turtles wielding these weapons, but whatever. Anyway, so Mike, hashtag. So what do you think here? TMNT beats Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy twice, so I'll give you my opinion next, but go ahead. What do you got?
I'm going to go with, jeez, I had one written down, and I made sure it was spelled right before the show started.
That's always good to do.
But I'm going to do hashtag Cowabunga, because overall, it's rightfully so. I don't really care about Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone's saying it's a great movie. They've seen it 6-7 times. Apparently, it don't work because they go out and see it every single day. I mean, I have friends that say, "Oh yeah, this is my third time seeing it tonight," and I was like, "What do you do?
You gotta see it,
what do you do? It's only open 12 hours." But looking at it, I'm gonna say Cowabunga. You know,
that was their signature phrase. Yeah.
Whatever feels right, how to spell it, Abby Paver, however you want to spell it. You know, you can go
good
ahead.
luck with that.
I didn't even try.
I don't know.
COW Bunga.
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go hashtag overrated turtles. Mike, I'm telling you, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Turtles.
Guardians of the Galaxy, best movie of the summer. I mean, again, you have to see it though. Before you talk about it, you gotta see Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen it twice. I enjoyed it. Again, it's a fun superhero movie with a bunch of superheroes you'll have never heard of in your life. There's a tree in there. There's a raccoon. There's great.
I don't want no
Chris
Guardian
Pratt
in my galaxy being a tree.
Trust me, man. Once you see it, plus Vin Diesel's the voice of it, so you don't want to mess with him.
Have you seen the StubHub commercial? I don't want that tree out there helping me out.
Just trust me. Guardians of the Galaxy, great movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Leave it to the old TV show. That was definitely awesome. And last but not least, Justin Bieber. Well, no, we have two more. We have Justin Bieber. Of course, we have to talk about him. He enrolls in an anger management class due to his resisting arrest charges. He's gotten DUIs, all this stuff. Justin Bieber definitely in a lot of trouble, but he has enrolled in anger management class. So, Mike, I'll just go with hashtag simple. Just calm down, Biebs. He's going to settle down. He's going to come out of anger management. He's going to be cool. He'll probably put out a jazz record. I don't know. He's going to be a good guy now. I think Justin Biebs is going to maybe cut his hair into something a little not as weird. And again, he's going to stop wearing the leather pants. He's going to start wearing just normal jeans. Start wearing cool old school T-shirts, and he's going to be cool Biebs.
Well, the background story to this: last January he got a traffic stop. He had possession of
something.
Well, I don't know what it was. I forgot. Be honest with you, when I was writing this format, I was looking at it, and I literally typed in Justin Bieber news.
And that's what you do every day, though. It's not something different.
This came up as the first topic, but he didn't do it on purpose. Like he didn't do the anger management on purpose. He was told he had to do
court
it.
Assigned,
of course, he wants to go speed in the neighborhoods or something like that with Jason Worth, in his car. Just because that's how he does it. But I'm going to do hashtag underage possession, because is he still like 16?
I think he's like 19 by now. I don't know. You didn't look this up?
No, I don't hang out with him.
We'll wiki it later.
I didn't hang out with Justin or Johnny Manziel and ask him.
Yep. So Justin Bieber again. Hopefully he gets it together a little bit. Again, I'm telling you, jazz album. It's coming out. It's coming out next year.
What's the title of that album?
Don't put me on the spot there. And then last but not least, this season of The First Pick. Hashtag, I'm going to go with hashtag bobbleheads. We've had a weird bobblehead thing this season. So we started the season with maybe 1 or 2 bobbleheads. Then slowly,
we started the season with nothing.
None, yeah, you're right. Started with nothing. And then we graduated to 2 or 3 bobbleheads. I believe we peaked at like episode 4. We had like 7 bobbleheads on here. Mike's parents told him, no more bobbleheads. You guys got to tone down the bobbleheads a little bit.
That's true.
And then we started weaning off a little bit, and then I believe last week we had 1 in front of each of us, and then we end the show with no bobbleheads. It's a whole cycle, Mike. We start with none, we go through this whole bobblehead cycle, we come back, so hashtag bobbleheads.
Yeah, that's actually a good one.
Thank you.
I was going to go with more of the emotional route. I said hashtag wild and wonderful.
Yeah, well
because
that's good too.
We are,
Isn't that West Virginia's logo? West Virginia, isn't it like wild and wonderful? Isn't that what they call? Never mind. Keep going. It's like on the license plates.
Isn't that like a Roy Rogers slogan?
I don't know. Keep going.
Well, me and Ben, we're kind of weird, and it's more weird on my side. But Ben's more the normal one, I guess. Because I talk too much. But wild and wonderful. It's been a good time here at HCTV. We've done a lot of stuff. The First Pick Olympics, as Ben said earlier in the episode. Chuck E. Cheese that kicked us out because it was like
no, they didn't kick us out. We just say that.
Well, we wanted to leave because it was like
time.
90 degrees, but it was a good time. First Pick Olympics, we had all these shows. Everyone's putting up with my lateness because stupid work. And just overall, it's been a good time. Hashtag wild and wonderful.
All right, final thing of the show here. We're going to play a little how well do you know Mike and Bennett? This is for each other. And if you guys at home are watching this show, maybe you can answer these as well. So we have prepared like favorite things. We have a couple things here and stuff like that. We both have our own, and then we have it written down.
Look at my answers.
Oh, I'm not. We have it written down what we think the other person's answer would be. So it's also a little bit of how well we know each other as well. Mike and I have been doing the show for a while.
All right, I have to also give props to Ben. Picks of the week winner, HGTV.
Season 1, picks of the week winner.
I was calculating up the standings last night, and I just I said screw picks of the week. I don't want to put them in there anymore because I lost.
So Mike's gonna buy me a Bieber ticket when he comes around to Verizon Center.
Yeah, if he ever gets out of jail.
All right. Yeah.
Classes.
So we have these statements. The first one, favorite sports team. So I'm gonna say for Mike, I'm gonna say his favorite sports team is the Washington Redskins.
He cheated.
No, Mike comes in here all the time.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go through the questions first.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
idea. And then you guys at home, you get that pen and paper out.
Okay,
It could be a Post-it note. It could be, like Ben said,
like I said, the wall of your house.
It could be a refrigerator with magnet letters.
Yes.
Go on there
Magnet
and
letters.
check it out, and then we're gonna, Ben's already getting ahead of everything.
Okay, sorry.
We're gonna read the question.
excited.
I know you're pretty excited.
Guardians
It's
of the Galaxy, man. It pumps me up.
Guardians, TMNT. Basically, we're going to go through the questions. Everyone write all your answers at home. We're going to ask the question, and then we both have answers for how well you know us. I mean, me and Ben talk all the time, and I still probably don't know his answers. But basically, we're going to go through the answers at the end, one by one.
All right.
So,
first one's favorite sports team. Second one, favorite sports movie. Third one, favorite actor or actress. The next one is, if you could hang out with one person from the sports world, who would it be? And that can include anybody, even an athlete, current athlete.
Any era.
As long as they're alive.
As long as they're still breathing.
And then the last thing, favorite game in any sport of all time. So that could be, again, if you were a Red Sox fan, you'd maybe say 2004 World Series, something like that.
Okay.
So none of us are Red Sox fans.
Was that long ago?
Yeah, 2004, man.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah. All right, so again, to recap, favorite sports team, favorite sports movie, favorite actor or actress. If you could hang out with one person from the sports world, who would it be? And favorite game in any sport of all time.
And we already wrote our answers down of who we thought, and I mean, Ben probably cheated a little bit. I mean, I saw his eyes wandering a little over. He's like,
Always accuse me. I don't know.
Yeah, but so we're gonna go through the answers, and then we'll see how you guys do at home. Tweet us at Cerrone16 for me, at First Pick Blog for him, and we're gonna go through them and tweet us if you got how many right. If you got 5 right, we'll come to your house and give you a high five.
Yeah, I have my pen ready for checking it off because I know I'm going to get a lot of these right.
I'm going to get a lot of X's.
So first one, favorite sports team. Mike, for you, I have written down the Washington Redskins.
Yes.
Boom.
I already have enough rants about that. Favorite sports team, I have been the Detroit Pistons.
Ooh, I wrote down the Detroit Tigers.
What was that?
I would accept Pistons, but I'm going to go with Tigers. Tigers,
that's
incorrect.
not right.
Favorite sports movie for you, Mike? I wrote down The Sandlot.
No.
No? Okay, wrong. What did you have? For me.
Well, my answer was Remember the Titans.
Yes,
that's correct. Favorite movie of all time.
That's my favorite movie of all time, too.
I had no idea for you, so I put Space Jam.
Space Jam, that's a good movie. But no, I Remember the Titans. So we both had, okay. We're getting to learn about each other here.
Playing categories here, and I'm
favorite
losing
actor or actress, I had no idea, so I just put Pee Wee Herman. I don't know.
I think I'm choking on that answer.
I knew I'd make you laugh, so that's why I wrote it down.
That's the one you told me to laugh at?
Yeah. I don't know, who's your actual favorite actor or actress?
I have Jennifer Aniston because she's my #1 girl.
All right.
And she's going to be
Who's you have for me?
She's going to be like 80, and she's going to be so hot.
Okay. All right, buddy, settle down. Children are watching.
But she's also really good in her acting.
Right,
and I also had Sylvester Stallone is starting to get up there for
Sly,
me.
Yeah.
I had Adam Sandler was child.
All right, we don't need to hear every one you like. All right, keep going.
Sorry. And then so Stallone's just a beast.
So who do you think
Rocky.
for me? Okay, all right.
Of course, I didn't know again. I need to start. Well, he never answers my text. That's probably why. Bill Murray.
No, I don't have Bill Murray. I actually.
He's laughing at my answer. This is so stupid.
I have one that I kind of would love to put, and it's Sean Weiss, the actor of Goldberg from Mighty Ducks, and he was in.
Seriously?
He was in Mighty Ducks, and he was in Heavyweights. But my real answer would have been Denzel Washington. He's my favorite actor. I love Denzel.
Just staying with the river.
Next, if you could hang out with one person from the sports world, this is obvious. It's definitely Tiger Woods.
No.
For you?
No.
How is it not Tiger Woods?
No, we had this question before. It said, who would you want to play a sport with?
All right.
Now, Tiger, I would like to play a round of golf with him because
yeah, probably not hang out with him. He's kind of boring guy.
It'd be 3.5 hours of hanging
of him
out.
talking about birdies. I don't know. Keep going.
nice
like the golf.
My answer, yeah, I know. Hashtag birdies. My answer is Cal Ripken Jr.
Okay, Cal.
I like to go out for a beer with Cal if he drinks.
Cal's a good guy.
You know, and just have a nice adult beverage and just pick his brain
Talk
a little bit.
about the O's. Yeah.
Talk about the O's and the good times. I grew up an O's fan when the Nats weren't
Talk
here.
about how long it took for him to run around the field and that famous scene of him slapping everyone's hands when he broke the games record in a row.
Yeah, I still remember watching that game.
Yeah, it took him like 5 minutes to run around that field. All right, who do you think I would
That's
hang
like
out
me
with?
regular.
Yeah.
I wanted to pick Larry Brown, but that's not it.
Larry Brown. For me? Oh, for you. Sorry, I thought you were talking about me. All right, keep going.
I ain't talking about you.
Larry Brown.
I ain't talking about you. I'm not talking about me.
All right.
But I picked Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace. You think I'd hang out with Ben Wallace? I love Big Ben. But I'm going to go with Charles Barkley. I would love to hang out with Charles Barkley.
Hopefully you don't play golf with him.
Yeah, really. And then last but not least, favorite game in any sport of all time. I'm going to go Tiger Woods winning on one leg in the Masters.
That was really good.
Beating Rock, wasn't it?
It was Rocco Mediate.
Rocco Mediate, yeah. I'd say you're a big Tiger guy. I think that was a great moment.
U.S. Open.
Yeah, that would be my choice for you.
2000 U.S. Open.
Okay.
That's not the right answer, but
but pretty good guess.
It's
right?
a good guess.
Thank you.
It's better than my Ben Wallace guess, I guess. Yeah. My favorite game is the Rose Bowl in 2005, where Vince Young won over Matt Leinart and the USC Trojans. The Rose Bowl used to be the national championship, if everyone knows, and basically the Rose Bowl that year was phenomenal. Vince Young basically put the team on his back, just like a backpack, if you want to visualize that, and overall just took over that game. He became one of my favorite players in college history, top 3
Good one.
in all history in Rose Bowl 2005. But Ben's, jeez, I'm gonna get struck out.
Go ahead.
I said the Pistons championship.
I wrote it down, and then I crossed it out, and I put down 2006. Let me set the scene for you. 2006.
It's just a long answer. Just tell me I'm wrong.
Detroit Tigers, Oakland Athletics, Game 4, tie game, bottom of the ninth. Maglio Ordonez, with his big hair, comes to the plate.
Where is he now?
Not in the major leagues. Maglio Ordonez comes up, boom, hits a home run to left field, sends the Tigers to the World Series, where they get swept. But we still walk-off home run. It was fantastic. I was in 7th grade. If it was 2006. Best, definitely one of my favorite. It gave me chills. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I go back and watch the video. Maglio Ordonez, Game 4, ALCS.
So redemption
sweeping.
From picks of the week, I went 0 for 5. So basically,
we picked a couple of them. I knew the Redskins. That's the only one I got from you.
Well, I had go enough rants about the Redskins. So.
Yeah, but pretty good.
Well, not bad.
We're starting to get to know each other a little bit.
Ben never answers my calls.
All right, Mike, go ahead and, again, tell the fans at home how they can reach us from here on out.
If you want to contact us for any business inquiries or anything, go on firstpickblog@gmail.com or mcerrone830@gmail.com. Go on Facebook, facebook.com/thefirstpickss. Go on YouTube, youtube.com/Mike Cerrone or /thefirstpickshow. And even go on, I got to go back to WGMU Radio. WGMU Radio is what we've been broadcasting on for about 2 months now. And the First Pick is carrying over back to radio. And we're going to be doing a lot of things, special appearances in restaurants and so on and so forth. So stay tuned to Facebook for all that information. And also go on Twitter @Cerrone16 for myself, @FirstPickBlog for Ben.
A lot of special things here at HCTV, a lot of special people, and it has been a treat to be able to be part of this for a season, 8-episode run.
Not for them though. They probably
hate us. 8-episode run. Again, we were like, again, that's about as long as like a bad sitcom on NBC goes. They cut it in the middle of the fall season. You get about 8 episodes. Suddenly, it's just not so good, and the execs call it. But we actually are able to end not being cut. We just don't have any more time for this. So 8-episode run.
Is
terrific
Netflix
job.
picking us up?
No, unfortunately, Netflix isn't offering us a big deal. So again, we got to thank Nancy, we got to thank Blank, we got to thank Brian, definitely Abby Paver, our producer, and everyone here that's been a part of this show. We've had a couple people come in and out and help us out, be floor managers and whatnot. And for people that have to deal with his laugh and to deal with my jokes, again, we got to thank you guys. And again, look forward for the future. Follow us on all this stuff to find out what we're up to. And this is not the end of us at HCTV. Again, maybe something winter break. We'll get things cooking. For Mike Cerrone, I'm Ben Simpson. So long. This has been The First Pick, Season 1 on HCTV.